What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Before we get into this week's video, I just wanted to let you know that this is actually a sample of a much longer online class that I recently recorded for Skillshare. The class is a sort of beginner's guide to the art of inking. In the class, I go over all the basics from tools to techniques to actually showing you how I ink one of my own drawings from start to finish. So if it's something you're interested, I'll put the link to the class below. Check it out if you want to sign up for Skillshare and watch my class. If not, this is actually a sample from the class, so hopefully you could get something out of this as well. But if you're interested in seeing the full thing, definitely check out the link below, and hopefully you enjoy this little sample size of the video. So thanks for tuning in, and as always, give it a like, a comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Then while I'm here, I think what I'm going to do is sort of texturize that hair a little bit. And the way I sketched this out is that the hair was curly, which kind of lends itself really nicely to using the brush in interesting ways, making these little half circle kind of patterns. And one of the things that you could do, sort of going back to the scrap paper technique that I was talking about earlier, is before you were to work on that hair, you could kind of practice, like, how might I show those curls? You know, work on some of those half circle patterns, or maybe you could experiment and say maybe they're more like spirally kind of lines, tighter even, or maybe they're just like even less than half circles. They're like these little marks, and where they sort of bunch up is sort of at the bottom, and then they might get a little bit more spread out where it starts to hit the light. So that's where having a piece of scrap paper on the side of your final really helps, because that way you don't have to experiment and mess up on the final drawing. You could kind of just do some tests on the side first. I do that all the time, and the more you ink, the more you'll develop these little textural patterns and things like that. And again, you want to be thinking about the light source. So I'm bunching these up a lot more as they're further away from the light. And I might even go solid black, actually, towards the very edges of the hair. And as the hair goes away from the shadow, I could get more expressive with the line, and there could be fewer lines to suggest it. So when you're inking, whether you're using a brush or a pen, you want to try to put down as many different kinds of lines as possible to suggest the thing that you're currently inking. Right now, I'm inking hair, so I'm really thinking about hair and the different kinds of lines that I can make to best describe that hair. I'm also conscious of the light source. So there's sort of this halo around here that I'm keeping that's going to show a light source, and as well as create a certain three-dimensionality to that hair.